Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Come Grow Spiritually with me, my tarot edition. If you're new here, well, welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is Pamela of Unimed, formerly a social worker in mental health and special education. And after a brain injury and as the result of a car accident, I have now transitioned into holistic practice, as during my healing process from the injury, I really surrendered to spirituality for probably the first time in my life. I've had moments of exploring it and investigating it in small little doses. And I've always been very spiritual from the time that I was a little girl. But it wasn't until the accident that I really felt like I had no choice but to surrender and explore spirituality, because traditional pathways was not helping me on my healing journey from that injury. So recently I have felt called to explore my spiritual practices and to include tarot. So I have been researching it and I have been making it a part of my daily practice. I have been documenting it here on this channel in hopes of being able to look back on my own progress in a bit, and also to share it all with you in hopes of inviting you to come along with me and learn alongside me. So if tarot feels like it's been something that's been nudging you or calling you, probably has since you stumbled across this video, then I suggest you come along with me and we can learn together. So I am going to get right into my reading for today, and I am going to call in assistance and guidance from the spiritual realm, my spirit guides, beings of the light, ancestors, Hecate, other goddesses, and archangels, and I'm going to ask for their help and assistance on this tarot reading that I'm about to do right now. So today the question is, what guidance does Spirit have for me as I expand and strengthen my spiritual and psychic gifts? So there's a lot of stuff going on for me right now. So I'm going to do a 5-card spread. I'm going to call this Awakening the Inner Mystic. So card number 1 is going to be the current state of my gifts. Card number 2 is going to be what's ready to be awakened. Number 3 is going to be what's blocking or limiting my expansion. 4 is going to be how to nurture and strengthen my gifts. And 5 is going to be just a general guidance from Source. So let's see what the cards have to say. All right, we pulled the 3 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, the 9 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. So let's figure out the message. All right, in position number 1, which is the current state of my gifts, we pulled the 3 of Cards. And the 3 of Cards is about mastery, collaboration, building foundation, and learning through practice. Sounds exactly right. So I am in the stage of growth, structured, and shared wisdom. My intuitive gifts are strengthening because I'm consistently doing the work, which is 100% true. I show up every day in regards to my spirituality and having that be a focus in my life. I am learning, I am teaching, and I am co-creating with Spirit. This card suggests that I am building a strong foundation and I'm being guided to continue to refine my skills through devotion and practice. So, Spirit is recognizing my dedication and my gifts are expanding because I'm showing up with consistency, humility, eagerness to learn, and heart. So 100% agreed. That's exactly where I feel I'm at. Okay, number 2, what's ready to awaken is the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is about clarity, breakthrough, truth, and mental awakening. So this is suggesting that a new level of psychic clarity and communication is unfolding, which I feel has been happening. The Ace of Swords often points to claircognizance, so clear knowing, which I already know that I have claircognizance. I have had claircognizance my entire life. I've had this gift and ability of knowing things and just knowing it. And I've had it since I was a child. And as a child, I was told, don't talk like that. How could you possibly know that? I was called a liar when I said like nobody told me that I just knew this. So this is expanding for me, which is exciting. And perhaps channeling divine truth through words or writing. So that's interesting. I'm about to receive more precise downloads and flashes of insight, strong intuitive nudges, or messages that come through effortlessly, which I so welcome. And I'm excited. Like, I can't wait for this because I know that, first of all, I know Source is talking to each and every one of us all the time. But I feel like as I'm exploring down this and embracing my spirituality and doing the daily practices and like researching and learning about different things and opening myself out through meditation and other different practices, that it's getting stronger, right? And so I'm so excited and grateful to be able to be a messenger is how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm walking into that role of where I'll be able to be a messenger, and I'm excited for that to happen. Okay. So the message from this card is that a new spiritual frequency is unlocking, and that I need to trust my inner voice even when logic can't explain it. So I've been working really hard on that. I got to tell you, because again, I'm a very logically minded person. I'm very skeptical. So it has been a challenge at times, but I've really been working to embrace it and hold on to it. Okay. What's blocking or limiting my expansion? The Hierophant. So tradition, conformality, spiritual authority, and old belief systems. So in this position, the Hierophant here is suggesting that my main block may be tied to old ideas about what spirituality should look like. And that perhaps part of me still fears judgment, authority, or stepping outside of traditional norms. Spirit is asking me to trust my own divine authority. My path doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It's sacred because it's unique to you. So I agree with this in the sense that I still fear judgment. I fear that people are going to be like, she's crazy, she's cucaracha. I'm not so afraid to step out of traditional norms because as I've been walking this path, I've recognized that traditional norms are garbage. They are absolutely pretty much against everything that our spirit needs, to be honest. But I do still fear judgment. I do still have that hesitation to speak up when I know something. So those old beliefs. And I think there's still some fear that I've been working on, like an old witch wound and from my childhood, where I'm supposed to remain quiet about this stuff because I don't want to scare people or make them uncomfortable or what have you. Anyways, so the message is that I need to release outdated spiritual rules and that I am being initiated into a higher level of truth, one guided by direct connection and not external approval. So again, I know I spent a chunk in the beginning, about a good 6 months, when I was really like surrendered into the spiritual awakening that I'm in. I spent the first 6 months worried that I'm doing it wrong. And then I started to embrace the idea because I heard enough people talking about it that spirituality is unique to each and every one of us and that there's no wrong way to do spirituality. Absolutely not. There is no wrong way to do a ritual as long as you are setting the intention and your intention is pure. There is no need to have certain colored candles for different rituals or things like that. Like, there really is no wrong way to be spiritual. So I feel like I've embraced that that it's not going to look like everybody else's, that it's going to be unique to myself. But I am still fearful of externally how people are going to take my spirituality and the message I put out. All right, folks. So in position number 4 in the how to nurture and strengthen my gifts, we pulled the 9 of Cups. And I love the 9 of Cups, y'all. Love, love, love the 9 of Cups, y'all. I think most of us do. Because the 9 of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment, gratitude, wish fulfillment, and joy. So joy is the amplifier. The 9 of Cups is reminding me that my psychic growth blooms when I am vibrating from an emotionally high frequency. So I need to do more of what fills my heart. I need to continue to celebrate my small wins, indulge in beauty, express daily gratitude. And the more joy that I embody, the clearer my connection becomes to Source. So the message is pleasure, peace, and play are spiritual practices, and my intuition flows when I am happy and emotionally fulfilled. Yes, thank you. All right, finally, in our divine guidance from Source, we pulled the 3 of Cups. Again, what a beautiful message, because the 3 of Cups is about celebration, connection, soul tribe, and shared energy. And I gotta tell you, I am a tribe lady. I am a tribe lady. I need connection. I want to celebrate with others. I want to grow with others. I want to share my sorrow and other people's sorrow together. Like this, I am so community minded. So this card and the divine message is that I am not meant to walk this path alone, which I 100% know. And Spirit is surrounding me with kindred souls and guides, both seen and unseen, who are celebrating my evolution. This may be a nudge to connect with others on similar paths, join circles, or teach and share your gifts within the community. Collaboration and joy will continue to open new psychic gateways. This is what I'm looking for. So if you have a circle that I can join, a spiritual circle, I am looking for you desperately. I want to be a part of spiritual circles. I'm thinking of like just starting one on my own with absolutely zero experience and just putting it out to my community and see if there's other people like me that are looking for that spiritual circle to join. So perhaps I'm going to do that. And recently, the people that have been coming into my life, now, there's a lot of wonderful people that have come into my life, and a few of them are actually very spiritual. And so I can have these spiritual conversations and connections and learn and grow from. So I'm so appreciative of that, but I'm always looking for more. I'm always looking for more. But I know that it's coming. I see that it's already starting to trickle in. I see that as I vibrate higher in a higher frequency of love and spirituality and intuition and trust, that the people around me seem to be vibrating from a similar, compatible level. So I'm so greatly appreciative of that. Okay, so the message from this is the more I share my light, the brighter it becomes, and I am meant to grow with others and not apart from them. Well, duh. That's how I feel. Well, duh. I knew that. All right. So overall, Spirit is saying, I'm already building that strong foundation, and now is the time to expand with mastery. I am entering a new chapter of clarity, purpose, and community. I need to continue to release old ideas about how spiritual gifts should look or how they will receive, and to follow the light of my soul. The more joy and connection I embrace, the more my intuitive channels will open up. All right. Well, that was a beautiful reading. I so appreciate that. Again, just confirming everything that I pretty much already knew and was feeling and know about myself and know about my journey and know about the spiritual gifts that I'm opening up to. The fact that it came right out and clearly said that I'm claircognizant, which I've already known, and that and I felt like I've been walking into this receiving of messages. So there we go. there we go. I feel like I am starting to understand these downloads more as they're coming. I'm starting to hear the message with clarity and truth, and knowing that that's what the message is. So I am super, super grateful. I do want to ask you all, like, what practices or moments bring you the most spiritual clarity and connection? Because again, I want to learn from you all as much as I want you to learn alongside with me. So if you have any practices or there are moments throughout your day that bring you spiritual clarity and or connection, please go ahead and share them with me in the comments so that I can check them out too. And maybe somebody else will read the comments and go, hey, that's an interesting package and it seems to resonate with me, so I'm going to give it a try. All right, I thank you all, beautiful souls, for being here today, for watching this video, for your support, your love, and I'm wishing you a very blessed day.